We have a brand new game.
I was trying to contain myself. Oh my.
Let's go option one, not safe.
These are insane.
And Brandon keep killing it.
What's good, Creative Fam? Welcome to the new office space.
Yes, sir.
Oh, he's already lit,
sir.
y'all. He's already lit. Let's go, lights, camera, action.
Yeah, we back again.
Talking all the latest gear. Bring your lens, bring your friends. Sony gang.
Pull up.
Canon fan people too. Black Magic Mafia.
Tell me what you shooting, fool.
We got red users flexing. Lumix gang in the chat. Nikon in the cut. Yeah, we steady making
Stacks on stacks.
We breaking it down. No filter. Tell the real from hype. If the camera ain't fire.
We ain't giving it no likes.
NAB.
New drive.
Cindy Cam.
Who's high?
Black Magic.
Price drive.
Man, that's a
jackpot.
Firmware.
Update.
Leaks and the rumors. Who got the best shot?
Creative Fam movers.
Look, this is uncensored, real talk, no cap. Live every week, get a fam, got our back. CFA Connect, man, you know where it's at.
So grab your popcorn, hit subscribe, and let's chat. Let's go.
What's good, Creative Fam?
You already know what's good.
Here. Jarrell Peak in the building.
You already know what's good.
Oh, y'all already know. He already on one. Chat. He already on one. Look. He already on one. He already on one. All right? He already on one.
What's up, Kenneth?
Oh, my God.
We ain't talking to nobody else. We only talking to Kenneth today.
Chat, it is about to be nutty up in here today. I gotta be real. I feel bad for the new neighbors.
We have new haters.
We got new haters. Actually, you know what, Darrell? Entertain the people for a second. I'm gonna go lock the door just in case.
No, I will entertain the people for a minute because you know what? There was a lot of capping going on last week. A lot of capping. Y'all were speaking salacious on my name. We appreciate you guys. The new space is good. It's so good.
Bro, there's so much space up in here.
There's
so much room for so many activities, y'all.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Oh man. Well, first off, thank y'all so much. Everybody hitting us with the studio looking fire, y'all. Thank you so much. This has been a crazy week of work.
So, seriously, you started moving out on Friday, right?
Yes. So huge shout outs real quick to Colton, as well as Ezreal, Travis, and Jarrell came through and helped with some lighting stuff. Yep. Everybody who came out and helped me out this week to just kind of get everything moved over and set up. It has been... it's been some work. It's been some work, but hopefully you guys are enjoying the new look. I think I like it. I like it a lot. I feel like we have, a little bit more depth and there's more space.
Yes.
We can open up. We have all this dancing space back here now, which is really, really nice. So, the space is feeling really good. We got some really dope stuff for y'all. I will tell you real quick.
You can't tell me nothing this week.
I will tell you one thing that was the most difficult to do was the entire show has been redone Like the entire show had to be redone onto a whole new computer. But there was one thing that I knew was an absolute importance to make sure was ready for the first day of the episode.
What's that?
Coming back. Because we got amazing people. Like Crystal in the building. We got amazing people. Where'd she go?
I saw Nika coming in early.
Like Nika in the building. So I had to make sure.
I don't like men no more. I said I like women. Women.
That's a diabolical statement to say. I gotta make sure I don't like men's no more.
I had to make sure our memes were ready to go. I had to make sure that our memes were ready to go. Y'all wild. Oh my gosh. But I'm super excited to be hanging out with you guys again on another week. Another quick shout out to everybody. Shout out to you guys. Round of applause to the chat. For y'all who held it down with me last week when I had to do the show by myself.
Yep.
It was not a coincidence that was the week that Jarrell had to leave. I mean, I know there was a lot of Sony love going on last week. Jarrell couldn't be here.
I'm glad I'm here this week, though.
But he knew which week to come back for. So this man definitely showed up for this week. And if y'all have not, somehow you've been living under a rock, I feel like normally when like news breaks, a good amount of news will come out all at once.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was about this news breaking from Canon, but it was very much like everyone just stepped back and said, yeah, you know what? You can have this week, which really sucks because I feel like next week is going to be the Royal Rumble. From what rumors are saying, there's a lot of rumors that we're going to get into today. Next week will be the Royal Rumble of camera news.
Can I give a bold prediction?
Go for it. Wait, let me guess what your bold prediction is.
You ready? Nah. You had your week.
I had to have my week.
26. We the best music.
Oh my God.
Run it back, baby. That's what I'm going to say.
This man is insane.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
No. But a lot of people are doing a lot of stuff, and we're going to talk about them too.
Yeah. No, I mean, we got to say, Jermaine is here. He says, welcome back, Jarrell. Canon gang missed you.
Gang.
I bet they did.
Yes.
I bet they did. They were crying like that girl looks like she's crying to you.
No. You forget that last week we determined that Canon is on top and has been on top.
What do you mean I forget? I did the show.
50 years?
You weren't here.
50 years?
I did the show. I gave an honest show.
This year is not the year, or maybe the last decade has not been the year to equate Canon to the Dallas Cowboys. But I will say that Canon is America's team.
Oh my God. They might be Japan's team.
No, bro. Okay.
Take the Japanese numbers out of here. Let's see.
No. Oh, no. I'll take. Canon has always had the most popular selling cameras for the last 50 years.
Yeah.
Research.
I mean,
somebody correct me.
I'm not saying that you're wrong.
Yes.
I definitely think
America's
that they
camera.
sell. They are like, that's like saying McDonald's is America's cheeseburger.
Yep. Bro, what do they got? Trillions and trillions served?
Okay.
I mean,
hey, look, you're not wrong. They do outsell everybody else, and that is a fact. Jarrell wasn't here last week. I pulled the numbers. That's just what it is. Ty says the Cowboys haven't won in a long time. And I don't know if you watched last night's game. Even the delay didn't help.
Yeah, we don't rock with the Cowboys. I'm just saying. And hey, Cam Mackey, I'm glad that you're here. They also sell the iPhone at Best Buy. Okay? Y'all don't hate on the iPhone.
Yeah, they do. There's a lot of people who hate on the iPhone.
They do, but he has an iPhone in his pocket.
Yeah, that might be true.
So,
Central says Canon sponsored the new studio setup. I wish they would have. Look, if y'all want to look, everything I bought here, I can still return. So if you want to, if Canon wants to give me some money, I didn't even realize. Where'd you pull that hat from? Were you hiding that this whole time?
Do you remember?
I remember when you got it made, but I'm talking about since you walked in.
No, I walked in with it. Yeah,
Did you really?
Yeah, it's just backwards. Yeah.
Okay. I would have called you out early. Dang it. I'll give a quick shout out to the Eagles. I like what the Eagles did yesterday. Quick shout out to the Eagles. All right, so I think it's time. Let's just go ahead and jump into this first story.
Absolutely.
Because we also have, if y'all have not seen, we got some boxes.
Oh,
and
boy. Boy, this is gonna be some hot fire this week.
If last week was a Brandon episode by necessity, this is a Jarrell episode by choice.
Well, we're gonna hear some Brandon opinions soon.
Okay.
We're gonna hear some.
Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and hop into our first story of the day. If you guys were living under a rock this week and somehow you completely and totally missed it, Canon has decided they are going to be dropping teasers all the way up until release date. We first got this teaser, the coming soon with the silhouette of what will be Canon's next cinema camera. I am dubbing the FX3 clone, but they actually released another teaser literally minutes before we went live. It's almost like they knew we were about to go live and they were like, drop it now so that they could talk about it. Because I don't know if I should say this publicly, but I'm going to say it. We know that there are Canon people that watch this show. We've talked to them about watching this show. And, well, let's just say we're okay with them watching the shows.
Brandon, I know I always throw you on the spot. Are you capable?
If you text me the link, I can make it happen.
Do you just want the photo?
No.
Or do you want the link?
Text me the link to the video.
Okay.
Y'all, this is something else new that I finally, I've been wanting to implement this into the show for so long, y'all. And now we can actually do it.
Brandon's got a laptop too.
Yeah, so let's hit, let me throw that there.
Let me see if I can find it.
And then just send me the link. Just text me the link.
Well, that's the thing. It's in Instagram. How do I find it?
Hit the share button.
Oh. But no, look, it says reply. Oh, forward. Oh my gosh. You want it forwarded to your Instagram though?
I mean, that's fine too. You can do that. I'm cool with that. So with this new camera being released by Canon, it is very clear what they are going after. They are going after the FX3 design. And I have said this to Jarrell's detriment. The FX3 body is the best body in the cinema space to me. I have been very clear about that from the jump, and I even called it a cinema body, to which a massive debate went on.
You like it better than the V-Raptor X body?
Yes. It's more versatile. What are we talking about? If you're asking me, would I rather have my V-Raptor in the body of the V-Raptor or in the body of the FX3, does exactly the same thing?
That's fair.
Put it in the FX3 body. What are we talking about?
Dude, that thing would overheat. Like
to be fair, the vents on the V-Raptor are bigger than the FX3.
it would just have to be a fan. That's all it is.
It's literally just a fan. So while I pull up this new deal, why don't you run them through the specs of the new, let's just call it the C50. This is what the rumors are saying. So why don't we run through the specs of what will be the new C50?
Sony fanboys, everything that you ever wanted in the C50. All right, so we're talking a 32 megapixel sensor. All right, 6K open gate, beautiful. No EVF. It looks like it is very similar to an FX3 style, XLR top handle. The best part is and this is where it's hard. We're gonna have to listen to Gerald, but 15 stops of dynamic range, which would allow us to do C-Log 2, which is incredible. Triple base ISO. We got to steal that Sony crown. We got to steal that low light crown. The only maybe downfall, and maybe it's not because I own a C70, but dual SD card slots.
Yeah.
So I know there'll be some people that might have wished that they would have had at least a CFX Express Type B.
Yeah.
But the V90 cards, they're expensive, but they work.
Yeah. I mean, when I look at this camera, I I really think about like, okay, what could you have put in the FX3 to make it better?
Yes.
And realistically, we had talked about this before. Let's go with 6K because 8K is a little overrated.
Yes.
And I have a Raptor, and I still think that like I don't really need 8K all the time.
Yes.
4K 120 with the crop to me is a little bit of a downside. Like I wish it wasn't a crop on that. I don't need an EVF. The XLR top handle, keep that. That's great from the FX3. C-Log 2 is great as well. The only thing that like realistically that this camera could bring, in my opinion, that would like really step it up way over the FX3.
Yeah.
And I know we talked about it before the show.
Yeah.
I think it's impossible.
Yeah.
But if there was some way to put some built-in NDs on this thing, I don't think it's possible. But
Bro.
if they did, sell the farm.
Sell the farm.
Yeah.
Thank you. You heard Brandon say it. You heard him say
If
it.
there are built-in NDs on this camera,
6K open gate, triple base ISO, 15 stops, and internal NDs.
sell the farm.
Sell the farm.
Look,
Selling the C70.
If this camera has built-in NDs, and this is going to be a huge if, all right? In NDs, watch me next week. I'm going to be acting like I'm the prodigal son coming back home.
Bro, you coming back home even without internal NDs.
It's looking pretty promising. I'm not gonna lie to you. Look, I gotta be fair here. All right, Brandon, you don't have a farm. Say that to my 19 lenses, bro.
Yeah.
Like here's the deal. For me, when it comes to Canon right now, I have been trapped by the lenses that I own and have been not disappointed by their cameras because the C80 is a great camera.
Yes.
The R1 is a great camera.
Great camera.
The C400, great camera. I'm not a huge fan of the R5 Mark II, but that's just because I don't really like massive megapixel cameras like that.
Yep.
But for me, it's like I have the lenses, but they just didn't have the body for me, which is why I started looking at S12s, which is a perfect camera body as far as I'm concerned for me. Or even like, I look at things like even in the Nikon space, I was looking at the Z8s and the Z6 IIIs, but then they're limiting in some of the things that I want. Like the Z8 is actually a really solid camera for me for what I would like to have in a camera body.
Yeah.
But the screen doesn't swivel out. It's a little heavier than I think it needs to be. It's limiting in a few other areas, right? Canon, I've always said that the FX3 was the camera for me, but I just cannot get down with the E mount. I just won't. I won't invest in another lens mount that is as limiting as the RF mount, because that's my problem. I think that the E mount and the RF mount are equally limiting, which makes me not want to invest in either. However, because I have a red Raptor, I have invested in the RF mount. So that's the thing that Canon has going for it in my book.
Yes.
So I got to be real with you guys. This is a camera that's, if it takes a photo, y'all, like an actual photo, this could be it, dog.
Let it be under $4,000.
Oh
like
my
it could be
gosh.
it could be $3,999. Let it be at the same price point as the FX3. Y'all Sony boys ain't gonna be Sony boys no more. I'm just calling it.
Yeah, they will. No, they won't.
I'm just
They're not
calling
going
it.
to switch. They're not
I'm
going to
just
switch
calling it.
for the same reason why I can't switch.
They switching.
They're not going to switch.
They switching.
They're not going to switch. All right, so check this out. This is something that I've been working on. You ready?
Yes.
I press this button. Boom. Now I officially have my laptop up on the screen for you guys. You guys can actually see those are all the different rumor sites that we look at before the show. But check this out. This is the new teaser image or teaser video that Canon has released for this camera. September 9th. Y'all. Obviously, they're putting this camera onto an FPV drone, and then they showed the top handle in that image.
Yes.
Now they're definitely trying to tease. They're going to tease all the way up until
Even the
release
text.
date.
Even the text. Open your
your-
world.
That's open gate. That's got to be open gate, right?
Seriously. This feels like an Apple intelligence
Situation
moment.
Yeah.
we're gonna redefine AI.
They're going to launch OpenGate on their cameras like they're the first ones who ever do it.
Brand new.
They're just going to completely bypass whatever Lumix has been doing for the last 3-4 years and be like, we are giving filmmakers what they really need, which is OpenGate. And every Canon fanboy is going to be like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And all the Sony shooters are going to be like, are you serious? And Lumix people are going to be like, we had that. And Canon's going to be like, sit down. Look, I honestly, like, this was really bad research that I did last week, but when I saw how small of a market that Lumix had, like, I've heard that, like, Canon and them, they don't really respect what Lumix is doing, even though they're doing great stuff, and a lot of us on YouTube talk about it. But when you look at literally how small of a market Lumix makes up compared to Canon, Sony, and Nikon, it's like, yeah, of course they're not scared by whatever Lumix is doing. But it definitely helps if they pay attention, because if they can do what Lumix is doing, gosh.
Yeah.
This is tough, bro.
Yeah,
This
for
is a
sure.
very tough situation.
For sure. Because honestly, when I look at other brands and what they offer, like like autofocus was like a big thing with Sony.
Yeah.
Also with Sony, you had low light. With Lumix, you have OpenGate. You know, with Blackmagic, you have RAW. All these like different things. Yeah. And you're just like, oh man, I feel like we're getting left behind. And this was years ago, but feel like I'm getting left behind. I feel like there's all these like different things that these brands are offering. 4K 120. Oh, I feel like I want that. I don't want the 120 at 1080. Yeah. Now, if we do it all, ain't no reason to go. Ain't no reason to look. Ain't no reason to have no sister wives. We can be faithful.
Oh my God. Okay, but the real question is, because I already know my answer to this. The real question is what does Canon got to do to make you put your red down? Because that's the only time you're really stepping out at this point.
Oh, give me 3 of these.
Just send 3 of these cameras.
Send 3, I'll send you the cat.
Trade in value.
Yeah, trade in value.
Oh my gosh. I gotta say, like, this is one of the few times, like, where I'm so glad that we do the show the way we do the show. Like, because the truth is that, like, we have always said, like, from day one, even the way we titled it, uncensored or whatever, like, the purpose of this show is to just keep it honest. We say good things about good cameras. We say when somebody makes a bad camera, we're going to tell you that it's a bad camera. Yep. And it allows us to be honest about everything that we do. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. I can't confirm this. I would never say this like as a definite, but like in previous years, I never had anything. I mean, we didn't have the show, so I didn't really speak on, you know, cameras and brands or whatever. But, you know, in previous years, I got a chance to go to Sony Condo. And I went every single year. And now some of y'all are going to know, and we're going to touch on this in a little bit. Sony Condo is happening next week. I believe that's all public information because I'm literally getting emails about it from other people who are going and other brands that are part of it. But Sony Condo is coming up, and I've been to Sony Condo for the last 3 years. And this year, I'm not going. Yeah. And I can't imagine it's because of what I've said about Sony. But I can't imagine that it's because of what I said about Sony.
What room you in?
But it's because I'm trying, like, my goal here is to just be honest with everything that we do. And so the same thing happened with Lumix. Last year when we first started the show, I wasn't a huge fan of what Lumix was doing, and we talked about it publicly. Yeah. Lumix started making better cameras, and we were able to praise them for the cameras that they started making, right? Sony hasn't been making great cameras, but I hope one day they come back and they start making cameras that allow us to praise them for the cameras that they're making. Yeah. So in this moment, with the Canon C50 seemingly going to drop next week, I'm excited to talk about how awesome this camera could potentially be and will probably be, because I will say, truthfully, I was like, man, I wonder if Canon's going to cripple hammer this thing in some way, you know, mini HDMI or something crazy like that, or battery life issue. But Jarrell made a good point. And so I got to give them the track record for the track record that they currently have, is that in their last three big releases, there hasn't been any major Canon cripple hammers. So I'm going to hope that continues to persist going forward.
Yeah.
But Jarrell, I'll give you the floor on the C50. But I got to say, for me personally, it's looking real promising.
Yeah, the only thing I'm going to say is I'm going to do a brief caveat because this has been true of every release cycle, that Canon rumors are always better than what is finally delivered.
Okay, so this man is trying
and this
to...
is not from a disrespect.
He's trying to lower my expectations because I told him my expectations are through the roof right now, and he was like, please bring them down. Please bring them down.
I feel like... I feel like Biggie Smalls and his 10 commandments of like... Don't use your own supply. Like, just bring it down a little bit. So there's a piece of me that says there's gonna obviously be something about this list, like triple base ISO. Gosh, like, does that murder the C80? Does that murder the C400?
You think they're gonna try to protect their camera? Because I feel like with the C80, like with the C400 came out, we were already like, this is a really dope camera.
Yeah.
Then the C80 came out and it was like, you killed the C400.
Yeah.
Let's do it again. Kill the C80. Let's like.
No, I want them to produce the absolute monster that this camera can be. But if they do dual base ISO, I'm not gonna be mad at you.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But
yeah.
that will be a little cripply, you know, like sort of deal.
As long as it's not crazy
like,
priced.
Kofi said it. Kofi said it in a super chat.
That's what I was about to get to next.
Yeah.
So to me, this would actually be bigger than this camera, which is hard to believe that you could do something bigger than what, I mean, granted, expectations through the roof. I'm overreading on these rumors. I want everything to be true, right? But if Kofi's super chat is to be believed,
Yeah.
he says, what if open your world means they're opening the RF mount to third parties? If that happens, I can almost, but certainly guarantee you guys, I'm probably not leaving the RF mount. Like, that's the reason why I'm thinking about leaving the RF mount and even looking at Lumix cameras, is because the Lumix system, the L mount, we're going to talk about this later, it is expanding. Sigma, Viltrox, you have Lumix making their own lenses that are
Leica.
amazing. Leica. Like, so for me, the thing that makes me feel so trapped by the RF mount is the fact that I only have Canon to rely on. That's a lot of trust. Like he said, you got to be super loyal.
Yeah.
Like, you can't step out. And so that makes me really nervous. But if they were to come on stage on, what is it, the 9th, and say, oh, we got one more thing. As of now, the RF mount full frame is open to third-party companies, and our first relationship is with Sigma, and they're going to release that 300 to 600. Get out of here. Canon, you want your boy to come home. That's all you got to do.
That's all you got to do.
That's all you got to do.
So, obviously, if they don't have OpenGate, like, that isn't really a cripple. You know what I mean? They haven't had OpenGate. Well, I mean, they had it on the C300 or whatever, but, like, they haven't, like, traditionally had it, you know, like, sort of deal. So, but that's where I'm just, like, buffering just a little bit and saying, like, hey, guys, let's not go over the moon. But this camera as is, alleged rumors.
Sure.
Specs.
Yeah.
Bro.
Whatever doesn't get you sued, say it.
Bro, allegedly, this is going to be hot fire. And it is and like you said, if it takes photos, oh gosh.
Let it take a photo.
The R5 Mark II might take a back seat. I don't know.
I gotta say one last thing, because I'm super excited about this. You got my R3 right over there. Why don't you hand that to me?
Yes.
So I gotta tell y'all, this is one of the hardest reasons for me to leave the RF mount. It is this lens. This is the 35 1.4 VCM lens. And the VCM lenses to me are what I have been asking camera companies to make. I want smaller prime and autofocusing lenses for me to shoot with. This is what I love to work with. This lens right here has that 3D pop that I love. I've not been quiet about how much I love this lens. If we look at the photo, there's also another lens that looks very similar to this.
Yeah.
And they currently sell the 24, the 35, the 50. I have to believe that we're going to get an 85 too. And if we get an 85, all I'm going to ask Canon, all I'm going to ask next, give me a 16. Give me a 16. I'm buying the set.
A 16 what?
16 mil.
Yeah, but at what aperture?
Oh, I'll take 2.8.
Yeah.
As long as you keep it this exact size. Whatever you got to do to keep it this exact size. 16 mil prime. Because if I can get a set of primes like this, bro, it's over.
Yeah.
It's over.
Yeah. Dude,
So
2026, baby. Canon is
got it.
Canon is doing something in 2026.
Yeah, ain't nobody trying to flex on nobody, all right? I own what I own.
He flexing.
I own what I own.
So just because we have other topics to talk about, do you feel like we should do what's in the box? Because I feel like we keep all the topics similar.
Jarrell knows what's in the box, and he is really excited to show you guys. Because if you
stick around, boys.
If you're loving the Canon love right now,
stick around, boys.
What's in the box might make you well.
In a world where packages tremble in fear, where fragile means nothing, oh no, and doorsteps are a battlefield, some heroes dare to deliver the right way. This is what's in the box.
What's in the box, Brandon?
Oh, I'm excited. What's in the box, Jarrell? What's in the box?
I don't know.
What's in the box, Jarrell? What's in the box?
That's a lie.
What's in the box, Jarrell? What's in the box?
Canon.
What's in the box, Jarrell? What's in the box?
Canon.
Hey, we know he can't wait. He opened up the rocks. If y'all want to know who is the most impatient man in the world, his
Wash
name
Media
is Jarrell Peak. This man got an amazing package. I said, yo, you should wait and open it live so you can get your natural reaction.
How many?
He said, you hear that? It's already open and I already took 15 photos.
How many boxes have you pre-opened before the show? Lumix.
No? Wait. Did I open that live? No, I didn't? I can't remember.
Remember you threw me the box?
Oh, that's right. That was a bit, though. That's the reason why I did it.
Oh, okay.
All right. Well, Jarrell, I also got something. I got a little something in the box here that you don't know about that's going to help us out tonight.
Oh.
Yeah.
You guys
All
ready?
right. Jarrell, you ready to open up the box for the people?
Yes, ready.
I'm going to let Jarrell fully run this unboxing because y'all know he don't like to share what's in the box anyway, so.
No sharing today.
Ty, you need to stop, bro. Ty, I can't say nothing on this show. Mac says it's not the C50, guys. Come on. Well, Mac, you don't know nothing. I mean, you might know some stuff, but you don't know nothing. Double negatives makes it true, right? Ooh. Oh, you gonna have to clean this office up, bro. I just got this office like perfectly put together. Canon. I told you this is the Jarrell episode if you've ever seen one.
All right.
First, let's start off with the big boy.
Are you ready? Are you all ready to see a goated lens? This lens is a goat. You ready for this? Oh my gosh. All right, boys, girls, Nika.
Nika, Crystal.
She's a woman. We can call her girl. This is the 100 to 300 RF 2.8. This is, oh my glory, $11,000 worth of lens. And
You ever held $11,000 in your hand at one time?
I will tell you this, Brandon, in a very real way. This lens was oh, that's cool. I saw it on YouTube. Oh, cool. I'm not buying it. Bro, I got this lens in yesterday. I did not get this. We will do disclaimers in just a moment. I did not buy $11,000.
Preston goes, one of his kids lost a college fund.
But when I got this in yesterday, and I took, I don't know, 100 photos on it, I instantly knew. I know why old people, when they retire, they buy stuff like this. Are you kidding me?
No, you know what's more important? You know what's more important to me than that thought? What'd your wife say, bro?
Dude, I sent a photo to my wife and she said, wow. Wow. All right. Like, she was like, I get it. I understand.
That's the line.
I understand.
Guys, let me tell you about something. It's tough to buy gear and be like, this was worth it. But when you take a photo, she didn't even see the lens.
She didn't see the lens.
She just saw the photo from the lens and was like, I get it.
Sean, I'm glad that you asked that question.
Oh, that's a great question, because the lens is just part of the process, right? So I think in order to take a photo with a really good lens, you got to have an even better camera body, don't you? Jarrell, what you get? Is that my R3?
Boys. Oh, boys. This is like a $18,000 package. I don't know if you guys can tell. This is the Canon R1, the flagship. Now, I got to tell you, Brandon, I had some words. We both had some words.
Yeah.
When the R5 Mark II dropped, when the R1 dropped.
Yep.
And we were saying salacious stuff like, oh, the flagship was the R5 Mark II. This camera is different. And
in what way?
It's first impressions, okay? Probably going to release a little video. But first impressions, there are real differences between, this is a 24 megapixel sensor. The R6 is a 24 megapixel sensor. There's some real sauce in here that is different than the R6, which is better because it's three times.
I was about to say, you could buy three.
More.
You could buy three of those cameras.
But I will tell you, glory, so much to this point right now, EVF. I don't know if you can tell, but this is bigger than my eye. This thing is literally huge. It's incredible. The EVF is awesome. What else do I love about it? I do a lot of crop shooting, so having to push into the 1.6. When I tell you, when I was doing some bird, yeah, your boy does bird photography.
Now.
As of yesterday.
As of yesterday, you hold this lens. Like right now, I feel like I want to go do some bird photography.
Actually, hook us up.
Yeah, I got you.
Complete the look.
All right.
So when I go to 1.6 on the R6, I feel like it kind of falls apart, especially in not great lighting. And I don't love that about my R6, but there's a lot of situations where, because I don't have $4,000 or $5,000 to spend on a super telephoto. I have a 70-200, but a super telephoto. I can't, I just have to deal with that with my clients. Bro, when I go into 1.6, the digital crop in on here, bona fide. It is incredible.
That's a very dangerous way to hold that much money.
Yeah, for
I should not have
sure.
done that.
Guys. Oh my gosh. Hey guys, if you're tired of the glaze, I don't know. You got 5 more minutes of it, okay? You got five. we glazing. So that's incredible. Colors, of course, Canon color science. Are you kidding me? There's a reason why they shot this at the Olympics. This was the setup for the Olympics. And it's in my hands.
Hey, I know that you're speaking into a microphone and that, the screen is over there.
Should I turn this way so they hear us?
No. What I'm saying is I am right here. Look, you're in my ears. You don't got to yell. I know you're excited. I'm going to need you to bring it all the way back down a little bit.
What else? Oh, my goodness. Full-size HDMI. It has the password thing. The password thing's a little annoying. Mm-hmm. I was thinking, I should
Can't you turn that off though?
You can. I was thinking I should keep the password on just in case this gets stolen in the time period that I have it, and then at least people won't be able to use it. But every time it turns off, you have to put the password in.
That's not gonna help you, dog. If somebody steals it.
I know. I'm just
They're
saying.
not gonna be like, "Hey, dude, I couldn't figure out your password. Here's your camera."
No, I understand, but at least you have the benefit of them not being able to use it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, for
it
sure.
makes somebody feel better, I guess.
What else? The flip out screen, incredible, love it, big, very flippy, very nice. What they do not prepare you for is all the buttons. There are so it's hard to tell with this huge lens on, but there are so many customizable buttons on this camera.
Can you please put a back cap on that lens?
And then
we have to use that professionally.
Yes. Oh my gosh, guys! Every button is up here is also here when you go vertical. It is so stinking incredible. And tonight we're gonna go shoot some Texas football, and so cannot literally wait to be able to share with y'all on Instagram and on YouTube.
I actually got a little something special.
Okay.
I'm going to show you something. And this is to help with tonight. Because I figured if we're going to glaze Canon, because I already know how you guys are. Y'all already going to call us out. I mean, you expect this from Jarrell, but I know you're not going to expect this from me. But if we're going to go, we're going to go. So I got a little something for tonight. It's going to help make tonight go better.
Okay. Oh my gosh. Do we got swag?
Got a little something.
What we got?
We got a little something for tonight. You know, if we're going to make a video about Canon.
What we got?
We might as well shoot it on a Canon.
Wow.
Got a little C80 action.
Where'd you get this from?
Hey, you know, you got some connects.
Got some friends?
Got some friends.
Dang, this, bro. How quick this show turns into a Canon show.
Look, if we gonna go, we gonna go.
We taking our talents to South Beach.
Let this C50 come out right. You might be right. Hey, look. Look.
That's what I have. Well, we touched the C80 in Las Vegas. Anyways, I know these people are annoyed, bro.
Look, I'm sorry, but yeah, we gon' see what that C80 do. That C80, wow. Yeah. Wow. So between that, my R3, this is what I'm running tonight.
Wow.
C80, wow. R3, you run the R1 and your R6?
Yeah, R6.
Bro, we gonna look sponsored for show.
Okay, guys, I gotta tell you, his person probably does not want to be named, I would assume. They're probably also watching. But huge shout out to Canon.
Whoa.
Huge shout out to him.
I mean, yeah. Okay.
We met him in Vegas, face to face at NAB. And they said, hey, whatever you guys want, just let us know. We'll send it out. And I got to be honest with you, not that I thought he was bluffing, but you hear people talk all the time.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, whatever you need, I got you.
Yeah.
And then you email them and then you hear nothing. Or maybe not you, because you're famous. But
I'm not famous.
You're famous.
I was gonna say Lumix will send.
Lumix will send. I'm not saying I'm not speaking poorly about.
You know
other
who
brands.
won't send though?
Who?
Sony. Tell me, I was like, let me just see the FX2. Crickets.
I'll get it from B&H.
Yeah, I don't need you.
So, anyways, I promise you, I'm just gonna say Canon, but it's a specific person. Emailed him, and bro, when I tell you this man will email you back in 15 minutes, so cool. And so, literally, last week I was asked to take photos of a football game. And I was shooting with my 7200 and it just wasn't getting it. Like, it's fine. I had to go into 1.6, but I already told y'all 1.6 on the R6 isn't great. And so I literally on Labor Day reached out to him and said, hey, can you send out the 100 to 300? I just want to try it out for a game, take some pictures. And this man said, got you. Send out the 100, 300. He said, do you want to shoot on the R1? I was like, it's all good. You don't have to. And he's like, send it out. I'm sending it out. So anyways,
that's because you are the biggest Canon cheerleader out there. You know what's crazy? This feels very full circle moment because I remember before you owned a Red, I convinced you through multiple times of conversation, pushing Red, and then what'd you end up getting? You end up getting a Red. Now you've been pushing Canon, and it looks like I'm staying with the RF now. And so, I mean, realistically, we might be the best, but also the worst group of friends that exists because our influence is insane and it's terrible. We should not. You guys should not listen to what we say whatsoever because your wallets and wives will not appreciate it.
If you're looking like. If you want objectivity, go to the Brandon Washington channel. If you want no objective truth, you come here.
You come to Creative Fan Live. We just be talking, bro.
Luis, I've been asking for checks for the last 2 years.
Yeah, we can definitely tell you, Canon has never given us a dime.
I will wear that.
The amount
proudly.
of money that we have been giving to Canon. I don't know why they would give us money at this point.
Yeah, seriously.
This is the exact opposite of Shillery.
Yes.
We paid them.
Yes.
So dumb. Yes. No, we are still. This is still uncensored.
Yeah, because we'll tell you what we like and what we don't like. And that's part of tonight's shoot is to literally test out video, photos.
Yep.
And literally to compare it against the R3 to see if it's worthy of an upgrade. Because I will tell you, going on YouTube, man, I've just been knowing that the R1 was coming in. It's so crazy. Like, I'm both happy and sad about the coverage of the R1 because it feels like
there's not a lot.
And then the one, like, we've put the R1 into a weird sphere. Where it used to be when Peter McKinnon came out with the 1DX Mark II, everybody was like, we got to get this camera. It was the same Olympic fast shooting camera, sports camera, but videographers, photographers were like, we need this camera, even though you didn't necessarily need it.
Right.
But now with the R1, people are like, nah, you don't need it. And it's just like, bro, before we hate, let's check it out.
Yes. No, 100%. So yeah, right now, if you're asking me, based off what I can talk about, Canon's looking mighty nice right now.
We the best music.
For now.
Anyways.
For now. Because if y'all are not aware, IBC is coming up in about a week or so.
Yes.
And I don't think that everybody is going to sit back and just let Canon run wild. Now, full transparency, is Canon looking nice right now? Yeah, Canon's looking pretty. But there are other rumors on the horizon right now.
And I feel like Sony tends to try to steal Canon's thunder.
And it's looking like they might just try to do that because, as some of y'all know, I've already mentioned, IBC is coming up. Also, Sony Kondo is next week as well. And like I said, I've been to Sony Kondo every year. And every year, they normally do release something. Now, there's obviously the year that they released the A7C2 and A7CR. But then last year, we just got the 85 millimeter lens.
Yeah.
But you are 100% right where you say that Sony tries to steal Canon's thunder. And I think they know exactly what they're trying to do because they had to know that Canon was working on something because there's a lot of internal conversation. People leave one company, go to another, this, that, and the third. And so I don't think it's a weird coincidence that the FX3 got the update it got last week.
Yeah.
Knowing that this Canon camera was right around the corner. So like, hey, we can't give you 6K, but we'll give you everything else you've been asking for. So Here you go in a software update. Please don't leave the FX3. It's still dope, which I still agree. FX3, still dope.
Yeah.
It has the anamorphic support. We didn't talk about this, but Canon, if you're going to give us open gate, you damn sure better give us some anamorphic support on the camera.
Yes.
If you don't, that to me would be a cripple hammer.
Yes.
Open gate but no anamorphic support would be wild. So
they have it on the C70.
they do. It's part of the cinema menu, so you would expect it to be there, but I'm just saying. I'm super saying. I gotta say it. All right.
Yeah, I feel like you gotta say it.
You gotta say it. Because we've said a lot of stuff, and surprisingly, a lot of stuff has come true.
Yes.
So let's just keep saying stuff.
Yes.
But with Sony having Kondo next week, going out there will they be dropping a new camera? It does look like there are rumors pointing to a potential A7 IV
It's the
coming
next
out.
camera in the lineup.
It's the next camera in the lineup. It would be a smash hit when it comes to like just a well-priced camera, because that category naturally just sends in purchases. Now, I know there's a lot of Canon fan people on here who are probably thinking right now, like, I don't care about no Sony. Throw that Sony in the trash. Let me be very clear to all the Sony people. Thank you. All right. As someone who's very interested in the C50, you have no choice but to look at Sony and say thank you. Because I can tell you there is no C50 without the FX3. And what's crazy is that there is no FX3 without the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera 4K. Because I helped launch the FX3 when it first came out. They sent it to me early, the whole 9. And on those calls, they talked about how the FX3 was supposed to be a competitor, a direct competitor to the FX3 or to the Blackmagic 4K. And so that gave us, I stand on business, the FX3 is the best body style cinema camera that has come out in my opinion. Now, you get an FX3. FX3 is still selling. That's why it still costs $4,000. And you get an FX30 out of that camera, and that is selling. One of the best-selling crop sensor cameras that have ever hit the market, especially for video. That pushes Canon to give us an FX3 copycat, a C50, because they understand that body style worked. It worked well. And these cameras are in development for years. Even though you guys who are in the chat right now talking about, oh, but just wait for Nikon. If Nikon and Red's next thing is looks like an FX3, you ain't got no choice but to thank Sony too. So Nikon people, just be ready. If that camera looks like an FX3, be ready to thank Sony as well. So when it comes to these other brands, I think it is important that we look to what they're doing, because if they do something right, if you're someone like Jarrell who is brand for life, you ain't going nowhere. You want other brands to do good stuff, so then your brand will copy it. I ain't gonna lie to you. There's a reason why companies are now giving us anamorphic support and open gate. It's because of Cam Mackey. No, I'm just kidding. It's because Lumix did it.
Cam left a long time ago. He was
he was like, I can't stand all this.
The glaze. Stuff. The glaze is too heavy.
Yeah, he was drowning in it. But I'll tell you, when Lumix does good stuff and everybody talks about it, that's going to make the other brands want to step up. And so for me, I don't care what brand's doing good stuff. You got to highlight it so that way other brands will want to fight next to it.
You know what, Brandon? I think that Sony users should thank Canon for creating the FX3 Mark II. I'm just saying.
I thought you were going to say something of important value.
I'm just saying.
You let me down.
They gave you exactly what y'all been asking for.
Okay, so like I said, with IBC around the corner and Kondo right on the corner, the rumors about the A7 V are starting to pick up. I will say that last year they were able up.
Do these still work?
I guess so. Hey.
Kenneth Scott super chatted $20. Gotta pick my daughter up. Keep up the Canon talk in my absence.
Got you, Kenny.
All right, so when it comes to the A7 V, the A7 V, the current rumored specs is that we are going to be getting a 44 megapixel non-stack sensor.
You know what I've heard, and I don't know if this is true because it's just rumors.
Yeah.
But I've heard, so allegedly Nikon, that the exclusivity on the Z8 sensor has run out.
Okay.
For, I don't know, they had it for 5-6 years, 4 or 5 years, however long. And now it can now be sold or used in other cameras. And so I've heard that it will be a Z8, it'll be the Z8 sensor.
You know, from Sony's current track record, that makes a lot of sense because they have been reusing sensors a lot lately. And so
Sony love gone.
no, I'm just
That
saying.
evaporated real quick.
Just saying, if they're in their documents, they talk about how they're going to save money by reusing sensors. That's what they said, not me. It would make sense to go grab a sensor from a camera that they don't sell, that they gave or they sold to somebody else, and reuse it in their own things.
I don't know why I didn't get invited to Condo.
I ain't going. Look, if I can't say what I want to say, and you still invite me and give me free food and free airfare and a free hotel and give me cameras to play with for like 4 or 5 days, if I can't talk trash about you and you allow me to do that, then it's just not gonna work.
Logan, I agree, bro.
Oh my gosh.
Let Loomis get that sensor.
Oh my gosh. Could you imagine? Bro, the way they did that Z6 sensor?
the way that they work like the Rennis do.
Lumix be going to work, bro. All right, so this camera also, this A7 IV, also is supposed to be in the same body as the A1 II, which should be much better.
Yeah.
That should help with heat dissipation, which, as we know, the A7 IV really struggled with heat.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully this means they'll put a better processor in there so we don't have to deal with so much jelloing or whatever. And then we also are supposed to be getting 4K 120 no crop.
Yes.
Which is a much addition. Like, I'm excited about that. I need that to become the new standard because we've been cropping 4K 120 since the 1DX days. It's got to stop. Mm-hmm. It's got to stop.
Yeah.
And then for photographers out there, it's supposed to have a 20 frames per second burst rate, and all of this is supposed to come in. This price, I don't think is true, but the rumor currently says that it's going to be around $3,460.
So specific.
It's so specific that it gives me tariff calculation price.
Yeah.
So it's like they had a price and then they added in the tariffs. That's where it came out. They'll figure out a way to make that like look better on paper.
Yeah.
But I gotta say, at $3,500, I feel like full frame entry level cameras are just getting, at least from the Sony side, like that feels kind of high for a full entry level full frame, because that's what it is.
Yeah.
This is their entry level full frame camera. Because it's the A7 series. Now, granted, I'm not talking about like a C. I'm talking about the A7.
Yeah.
That's supposed to be their entry level full frame camera.
They've stepped it up though. Like this is almost twice the sensor size. Like I don't know. I feel like they may be rebranding.
For what?
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, look, it
just feels like, I don't know, like and not in a bad way, because I haven't shot on the FX2, I've only seen it, but it feels like Sony may be giving people what they think that they want, and now maybe they're listening. I don't know. Like, it's got to have a faster readout than the 4.
Yeah.
It's got to continue to take great photos, which I think it will.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I think that the body, like I've heard that the A1 II is one of the most ergonomic Sony bodies that they've created. It feels like they're, maybe just listening to people. So I don't know. Better autofocus. I think that better white balance than the 4.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, like, it definitely is hitting me that like every brand is kind of starting to do what we've been hoping that they would do from the get-go, which is like actually listen to their customers.
Yeah.
Like, and I have said this from jump that like, if you just listen to what the consumers are asking for, I'm not saying limit it there, but like at least understand that like what we're asking for, I don't think is like uncalled for. Like,
give us
like,
a few crumbs.
Like, well, and it's, I mean, like, so this is going to sound like, I mean, you're going to know what I'm talking about, and I'm not going to put anybody's business out there, but there are brands out there who will say that they know better about what we want than what we want. Mm-hmm. You know who I'm talking about. Some of y'all in the chat will know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, boy.
And when the brands tell us that they know what we want more than what we want, it's a little disrespectful, because it's like, I get it. You are making the stuff. And don't get me wrong, you are making it. But at the end of the day, we are the ones that use this stuff on a regular basis. And like all day long, like when people, because I mean, we've been doing the show for a long time, and people be like, why do you guys care so much about the next camera? Why do you guys care so much about these specs? Why do you guys care so much about the gear? Gear doesn't matter. And it's like, I'm sorry, I work with this gear on a daily basis.
100%.
And so for me, the gear either wins or loses my experience while I'm shooting. If the gear doesn't do what I need it to do, then my day of work is more challenging. And so, like, I think it's important that these brands keep listening to what we're asking for. I mean, like, let's be real. Like, I never thought we'd see open gate on a Canon. And I'm not saying the C50 for sure is going to have it, even though it's definitely looking that way. But hearing us talk about we want open gate, yes, even from you, Canon, and then giving it to us, to me shows a sign that, like, okay, these brands are listening to what consumers are asking for, and they're putting it into the cameras. And to me, that's the future of cameras that I want. That's the direction we should be moving in.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't be telling people what they want.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, now,
Even if you feel that way.
Yeah, don't just lie.
Do not tell me I do not want internal NDs.
Yeah. Don't tell me I don't want internal NDs. Of course I want internal NDs.
Seriously. Do not tell me I want a micro HDMI.
Yeah. Or tell me that it doesn't matter. It does matter.
It does matter.
These things matter to us. So next week, we're supposed to, rumors say, we're supposed to get something from Canon for sure. Well, Canon said we're giving you something next week.
Yes.
Sony is being awfully quiet, but makes sense because I remember even last year when I went to Condo, they released the 85mm lens, and nobody really like a lot of us were like, are they releasing something? What's happening? Like, we were there and still kind of like, I don't know. And like, you could tell there were a few creators, like, you know, Gerald Undone already had made a video and was ready to launch on day one. So like, some creators knew, but they were keeping it very quiet as to like what was happening.
Yeah.
So like, I personally look at it right now and say that, like, could Sony be keeping it really close to the chest and keeping it quiet until Condo happens? Absolutely. But I believe the first day of Condo, and Kofi, I think, is going. So, Kofi, tell me if I'm wrong or right
Kofi,
here.
what you know?
Kofi, well, Kofi might know something. But I believe the first day of Condo is September 10th. So, the day after Canon will drop. So, it would be very interesting to watch Canon drop on the 9th. And then on the first day of Condo, which is the day after.
Here's the deal. Ain't nobody want that A75.
Okay. People, look, you can't tell the people what they do and don't want. We just had a whole conversation about this.
That's for the brands.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you what you want.
Oh, gosh. I just noticed our frame looks very sponsored by Canon because you got that giant Canon lens to your left.
We're
I got
so
this
symmetrical.
Yes. I just looked at the frame and realized we definitely know way too much. So Kofi says he knows as much as Johnson. I'm inclined to believe that because last year Kofi didn't really know about the 85 either.
Yeah.
Kofi was one of the few people that like actually like hung out with quite a bit while we were out there, and we were both kind of in the same boat. We were kind of in the dark.
If you know something,
but
DM
if you
us.
know something, yeah,
DM
you can DM me. You can, if you got my number, you can text me. Yeah, we're totally down for that. But
Yes.
We've
never leaked a source.
We have not. We have not. We take care of our sources, and we double, triple check to make sure we take care of our sources. We've actually not reported on stuff because there was even reporting on it.
We're not reporting something right now that we know.
So moving forward, because you're getting dangerously close. They are very smart.
Making them nervous.
They are very smart.
Making them nervous.
What's funny is that there's also a potential another brand that's going to be dropping something that we haven't talked about in a long time. And
Dude,
this is one that
popped off.
This popped off this week. And if y'all didn't see it, there was a full video that released and everything. And then it became, is this real? Is this fake? What is it? And if you don't know what we're talking about, the DJI mirrorless camera rumors are back. And this time they are a little spicy because for the first time we got a date. And that to me is extra like that makes it a little extra like salacious.
Yes.
Because normally before we get like a rumor like this, we get a little bit more news about the specs, some more information about the camera comes out well before we get a date. The date is like one of the last things to get. So the fact that we still know so little about this camera, but then they're giving us a date, to me screams this might not really be happening.
Yeah.
But because it's so monumental to the space, I think we have to talk about it. DJI's mirrorless camera is back in the news, and the biggest news about it is that they're saying that this camera could release on September 15th.
Yes.
Now, people who I know, if this camera was going to release on the 15th, I feel like some of my sources, one, would have told me.
Yeah.
And two, would probably have it in their hands by now.
DJI is probably the most leaky company.
Yes.
They can't keep nothing under wraps.
Now, I can't tell you how I know. But I do know that there is another DJI camera coming very soon. It is not the mirrorless camera, and that might be coming on the 15th. But I cannot tell you what it is or any other details outside of that. But
I will say about what we've heard about this full frame mirrorless camera potentially that's coming out. It's very light on the details, but it's exciting because I feel like DJI is probably the only company that's not in the game.
yeah.
That could enter the game and make massive waves.
Yes.
So, full frame camera,
Yes.
L mount,
Very interesting.
very interesting. DJI joined the L mount alliance.
Yes.
So,
but I mean, interesting in the fact of, the L mount is so freaking strong right now, dude. It's so freaking strong, but it's so competitive.
we agree to disagree.
You don't think the L mount is a strong mount right now?
I think that it's like a smelly fart. It's very strong initially.
Wow.
I'm not throwing hate on the L mount. I'm
What
just saying,
what would you call? You called it a smelly fart. How you gonna say that's not
no,
throwing hate on
I'm
it?
not saying that like it's,
You know what button I need? I need an instant replay button.
It's the example. It's not. I'm not calling it poo. I'm saying it's like you fart and it's like, dang, that's really strong. And then you give it a couple minutes and then it's just like, oh, okay, we're back. No, guys. Okay. I'll give you reasoning.
That was so disrespectful.
I'll give you reasoning.
And then you said it twice.
I'll give you reasoning. Guys, okay. Did you not go in on Panasonic's market share
What do you mean?
at the very beginning of the show?
Yeah.
Right? When you were like, when I just look at the amount of cameras sold, right?
Okay.
Okay. We're there?
That's a good impression.
We there?
Yeah.
We're there? Okay. So if we're going to be honest, the big three, we got the RF mount, we got the E mount, and we have the Z mount. How strong can you be? How strong can a mount be when you're never cracking into the top three?
No, what I'm saying, when I say it's a strong mount, I'm saying that it is a mount with a ton of possibilities. It is a strong mount. Like if you are
physically strong? I'm just saying,
you just have
if they
so
won
many
over
people.
If they won over Nikon, Sony, or Canon,
I said mount. I didn't say camera systems. So
I know.
if we're judging the mount aside from the camera systems, if you could put an L mount onto a Canon camera and open up the world of all the L mount lenses, would you not want to do that?
that's where I would say it would be strong.
But that's why I'm saying the mount itself is actually strong.
But it hasn't done it yet. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
I just said we agree to disagree. I'm not trying to go in on you. I'm just saying until the day that they crack the big three, weak mount.
This is going to be such an easy place to go pull when you're like, I've never said anything mean about the L mount. I'm
That's
just going to
not
remember
mean.
episode 1 of the new Office Space. Jarrell went in.
No.
We're supposed to be talking about the DJI mirrorless camera, and you're over here calling the L mount a smelly fart, dog.
This is a part of Brandon's bit. I am not calling I am not calling it trash. I think what they're
We
doing.
didn't say trash. You said smelly fart.
I
Those
know,
are your
you're,
words.
You're equating it to trash.
I'm saying smelly fart.
I'm just
You
saying.
said trash.
I didn't say that they will never be a strong mount. I'm saying the day that they crack the big three and there's an L mount on one of the big three, I will say L mount is the future. I'll be the first person to say the future. But you can't be the future until you crack the big three.
Okay.
Person. What did it say? In my opinion.
Ooh. You know what? Cam just said something that I didn't even catch, but that was actually pretty genius. We showed off the image of the new Canon teaser. It is in 3x2. Open your world. It's got to be open gate, dog.
Open
It's
your
open
gates,
gate.
Brandon. Open them up.
Like you said, my gates have always been open. I shot Lumix.
Mac. Okay.
Thank you, Mac.
Okay.
I have lost so many arguments on this show. Can I have this one?
You can. No. So this isn't about any specific brand. I love that the fact that Leica's on there, that Lumix is on there. Who else is? Viltrox is in there. Sigma's making lenses for there.
Yeah.
I love that like all these different people are making stuff for the L mount lines. I think it's great. I think even the concept and the idea, we win as a consumer. I think it's great. I just wonder how much noise can you make until you break into the big three? Like, and I don't mean break into it like if you get accepted.
As a mount, can you judge the mount by one individual group and not the group as an entity? Because like DJI is a part of the group.
Yep.
Lumix is a part of the group.
Mm-hmm.
Leica is a part of the group. Blackmagic is a part of the group.
Mm-hmm.
Sigma is a part of the group. They all make cameras. They all have cameras with that mount on it. So you almost have to judge that mount with all 5 of those things combined.
I think those all companies are solid and great. And I'm not even trying to say they're small time. I'm not trying to say that it's like I said weak mount and I was joking or whatever. But I just don't just personally I think that they're gonna have to like bro, if they can win over one of those brands, if Ari can go L, I think if Red could go L, I feel like if any of these companies could go L, gosh, I feel like it'll be unstoppable. It'll just, if they could create a club in which you're stupid to not put that mount on your camera, they will take over. They're inevitable. Thanos. But if they can't break into them, if the big three, if the major players don't let them in,
They're all combining together to
what you got?
fight for 4th place together.
What you got? 6 cameras that you put the lens on?
You're by yourself.
That's just where. That's just the joke. That's just the joke.
I think that if DJI puts the L mount on this camera, that does allow them to make this mount like if DJI releases a mirrorless camera, I have no doubt right now
DJI could go into the big three,
That's what I'm saying.
and then the statement reigns true.
Yes.
You're in the big three, and now big stepping.
That's a big mount. The other thing about this rumor on this new DJI camera, and this is actually something now I care more about, is that this thing is supposed to get Hasselblad color science as well as the Hasselblad menus. I was never going to buy a Hasselblad. Never. But will I play with the DJI cheap version? Heck yeah, I will.
Bro, that would be we were talking about it before. That would be diabolical if you had a poor man's Hasselblad. That'd be diabolical.
But the weird thing about Hasselblad is like, 1, I never see them out in public, and 2, it's not like a Leica.
People aren't trying to get robbed, bro. What you got around your neck? $15,000?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. No, it is going to be very interesting to see what they do. Another rumor that was on there was that it's going to have a corner mounted EVF.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they're trying to go like FX2 style or if they're going like the GFX 100 or whatever, where you have like the detachable EVF. Either way, I hope that DJI. I mean, we what did we talk about this like a year ago? a year plus ago. We
Yeah.
talked about this camera possibly coming to light. DJI, hopefully they're working on it. I mean, I don't know anything for sure. I know the rumor right now says the 15th, but to me, on a scale of 1 to 10, how likely is that to happen? I'm probably living around a 2 or a 3.
Yeah.
But I do think that it is important that if these brands are listening to us and the camera is under development right now, that they, like I know a lot of these cameras take years to develop.
Yeah.
And like what we say about these cameras do influence some of the final decisions on these cameras. I'm telling you, DJI, I'm not sure if this is coming out on the 15th or not, but if it's not and it's still got like another few months or years in development, listen to the constituents right now. Look at what the market is doing today. Make sure you're better than that when we get to you.
Yes. Make it.
But
That's where like listen to us for sure, but listen to us for the last year. We've been saying make this camera. Make it. Like give us something. Because genuinely the way that they have innovated, I don't feel like they think like a camera company. Because they don't have a traditional set of cameras to protect. They could literally, because like in the Hasselblad, what do we have in that? We have internal SSD.
yeah,
Like, bro,
That LiDAR.
that should be a
Standard.
prerequisite
That should be a standard for every camera going
for
forward.
every camera.
Give me 32 gigs on the camera body as a backup right now. Minimum.
You said it, but LiDAR, like what happens to every camera brand when it gets low light? It's so hard to focus.
Yep.
LiDAR focusing in low light, like do that on this camera. That would be genuinely incredible. The menu systems on the Hasselblad, ain't nobody felt like photography menus on any camera felt good.
Yeah.
They've gotten better on like Blackmagic with cinema cameras.
Yes.
But ain't nobody felt good about no cinema
Photography menus are so bad that people want retro cameras so they can just turn dials.
Seriously. So put that in your camera and bro, those are like, I'm not setting the bar that low. You gotta have incredible low light. You gotta be able to, like, Brandon and I differ. Like I love a high megapixel sensor. I don't love it for the low light problems or whatever, but I just feel like continue to innovate and make the camera.
Yeah. No, 100%. They definitely should keep it. They should definitely go above and beyond. Like I feel like if anybody could do that and come out with a weird camera that solves a bunch of problems and doesn't have to stick to the traditional form factor. I mean, like nothing looks like a Hasselblad. Nothing looks like the chicken camera that run in 4D. So it's like you don't have to make a camera that looks like anything else that's out there on the market right now. You can make something that is unique, something special, and that does exactly what we needed to do. And I think you have a really good winner on your hands. So that's just my opinion on it.
DJI pressure the market to keep innovating.
Yes, and make it like $2,000 and then we'll be good.
Dude, why?
Just kill the whole market. You know, they make so much money off drones. They don't need to make no money on this camera.
Man, they about to go broke.
Because I saw somebody post this earlier and they were like, "Open your world, DJI." Except in the U.S. That's the only big downside I feel right now with DJI and why I really don't think this camera is coming. We got to figure out tariffs first. Once we figure out tariffs and all that,
hey,
we'll be good.
boys and girls, your boy was right. Your boy was right. You ready for that? You ready for that tariff check?
Yeah, how much am I getting?
I don't know.
$600.
So, again, in another court, tariffs. Sup, Dave?
Hey, Dave Chappelle in the building.
Sade. Yeah. We're happy that it looks like the FX3.
It's a real cinema camera now, right?
But we can be, yeah, when Canon does it, for sure. Your boy was right about the Trump tariffs being reversed. So in a second court, they were deemed illegal. And so this isn't about politics. We ain't trying to get all political on y'all, but this is about pocketbooks. And they're not political.
I like that.
Pocketbooks.
I like that.
So there's a chance, $150 billion has been collected since these tariffs has been enacted. Bro, let me get that C50, y'all. let me get that 100 to 300.
Bro, you must have been paying a ton on tariffs. This man about to start a whole new business and be like, I was paying so much on tariffs. Give me a bigger check.
Call me NVIDIA. So, guys, we put a poll, and I remember all y'all speaking that hatery on me, being like, we ain't getting no money. We ain't getting no money. Watch your bank accounts.
I told you, we all don't think we're getting it, but we'd be happy to take it.
I understand.
We're just
but
setting our expectations.
They didn't think that we were going to get it.
No, I still don't think we're going to get it.
You getting it.
Okay.
Dude.
I'm about to go to the White House and be like, but Jarrell said.
This is probably the best thing and simultaneously the worst thing about America. You could sue anybody, dog. Give me my money.
Oh my god! I'm kind of with Lex. Lex says the importers are gonna get paid, not us. New setup. Well, thank you, Kirk. So yeah, well, hopefully we do get that money, because if we do, there are a few more updates I'd like to make to the studio. So.
Oh my goodness, Kirk! Thank you for the reminder. How we got 215 people on here? Y'all just freeloading. And they ain't hit the like button.
Oh, what are they, Darrell?
Y'all stop being trash cans. Hit the like button. and because there's 215 of y'all, hit that subscribe button. We know ain't all of y'all subscribers. Check just in case you think that you subscribed. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Hit the notification bell.
Yes.
All notifications.
Yes. Because we do plan on having quite a few more bonus streams coming up really, really soon. We had mentioned this before, but it was tough with the last office to be able to do as much streaming and content that we want to. But here in this new space, we've got way more room. Also, for all of y'all who have been asking, you can kind of see it over my shoulder right here, but I've got a whole new gaming systems here set up. So gaming streams are coming back. So for all of you guys who've been asking, are we going to be bringing back the gaming streams? They are going to be coming back very soon. So make sure you turn on those notification bells, so that way you don't miss those. Cause we're going to be getting after it.
Thank you for the reminder. I don't remember who said it, but the flag is right here. It just fell off in the excitement of all of the canonry.
Hey, I need to step away for a second. Sorry.
Oh, no, you're good. All right, guys, we do have one last story that we want to talk to you. We're gonna get to hot takes after, and so we want you guys to stick around for hot takes. But check this out. Viltrox has just announced that they are joining the L-mount Alliance. And I probably shouldn't be the person that is launching this story, because honestly, in a real way, I think that L-mount Alliance still has something to grow. But from what I want to know from you guys, when it comes to the L-mount Alliance, do you feel like it matters that Viltrox joined? I do think that it helps bolster the L-mount Alliance. But do we feel like adding a company like Viltrox, like they make cheaper lenses, right? Not like cheap lenses, but they make economical, affordable lenses.
Affordable is the word you're looking for.
Affordable lenses.
You can't call
this
them
is
a fart
uncensored.
And then also say that they make cheap stuff.
I didn't say they make cheap. I said not cheap stuff. Dude, this sounds like hate. Not hate. Not hate. Because is Viltrox, are they the one that let us hold that like 500-pound lens?
Yeah, the one we're not supposed to talk about.
the real Canon. Holy crap! The 320, the 32 to 320.
Bro, that lens was $200,000.
Yeah, it was wild.
And then the second you picked it up, they were like, "Oh no."
They're like, "We don't know you."
But we're gonna need you to put that down. Our insurance only goes so far.
So, does Viltrox joining the L-mount Alliance does it matter?
I think it does. Like, I know that you say that they're a fart in the wind or whatever.
Oh my gosh, that is salacious.
I think that the L mount, in my opinion, to this day, is still the lens mount that we should all be rooting for. even if you shoot Canon, even if you shoot Sony, you have talked about it multiple times. Like, you wish that there was just like one lens mount that could just be on every single well, maybe that wasn't you. Somebody I talked to said that they just wish there was one lens mount. It was almost like I think it was the UE or whatever, who was like USB-C on everything. Even Apple had to change their iPhone. If we can get brands to come together on their own accord collectively to all support one mount, I think as creators, we do stand a chance to win. Now, I do understand the benefit of competition and not trying to force everybody in, because at that point it's like, oh, we're all stuck to this one size and like you can only pass so much light through. But I do think that like having something like the L mount, like, don't get me wrong, if Canon was a part of the L mount, like, the value of their cameras to me would skyrocket. Because if like in this situation, Leica makes a 24-70, way too expensive, but probably amazing. But then Panasonic also makes a 24-70, and Sigma also makes a 24-70, and Viltrox also makes a 24-70. And so when you have all these different brands making basically the exact same lenses, what you get is true competition. But when you have a camera body like Canon that has the RF mount that nobody else can play in, we're going to get the 24-70 from Canon, which, don't get me wrong, is a fantastic lens, but we're only ever going to get one flavor of that lens. And Canon doesn't have to really compete with anybody else, because when you're in a situation where if you do own a 24-70 from Canon, there's not a better one out there that you can get for that camera. So you have to buy theirs. And I think that we get better innovation when we get competition. So I like the fact that the L mount has so many different people getting involved into it. It also helps with third-party brands coming in and deciding who they're going to make their lens mount for. Because like right now, it feels to me like Sony gets all the love just because of pure numbers of people who own their cameras and who buy more. Jealousy.
No, I'm jealous.
Okay.
Because like lenses be going to Sony.
Lenses go to Sony
that do not go to anywhere else.
And it's Sony and it's the L mount right now, and they seem to get everything. And as much as this show has felt like a Canon glaze fest, and we've been talking about Canon all day long, when it comes to the lens mount, I will say this over and over and over again: the RF mount is frustrating. And the main reason why I was thinking about getting my Raptor switched over to the Z mount, selling all my RF lenses, and figuring out like shooting Lumix, shooting Red, shooting Nikon, shooting anything but RF, had everything to do with the fact that this lens mount just feels so constricted. The only thing that Canon has really going for it is the fact that they do happen to make just amazing lenses. If their lenses sucked, it'd be way easier just to make that jump. But I gotta say, that 35, amazing. So I just need cheaper RF lenses is what I really need.
The 85, the 28-70, the 100-300, that 35, the 50, 1.2. Gosh.
They do make good lenses, but they're expensive.
Kirk, you know me, homie. But outside of G Masters, what are we talking about here?
I'm talking about I'll be honest with you.
We the best.
I'm gonna tell you right now. The Sigma 300 to 600 is going to be a constant reminder to me.
100%.
That you are limited.
Oh no!
By the mount.
I agree with you. I don't know that I want L mount to go everywhere, because I do like, there's something that you said that kind of stood out to me, that it's like, ooh, I mean, I'd be okay with an L mount option, a flavor of that on a camera. I still want them to develop RF cameras, but I think what would happen is I feel like you might get a little too restricted. You know what I mean? Like the L mount's only so big, so it can only do so much, and then you max it out.
Yeah, that's what I mentioned.
Yeah, for sure. So I think that, like, to me, I wouldn't mind if they did an L mount version of a camera or whatever. But I will say, I'm exactly in the same place as you, that the fact that the 300 to 600 f4, especially when Canon is talking about releasing a very similar lens that isn't going to be f4, that's going to be a 5.6
and cost more.
Oh, it's so hard. That lens right there
But I think that's this lens, but I believe that there are other lenses like it.
Oh,
Like,
100%.
For whatever reason, Sigma can make like even their 24 to 70 2.8 is significantly lighter and smaller. Mm-hmm. Like, give me that option.
Yeah.
So I will say if the C50 does what I think it's going to do and nobody else comes out with something else that's, close or it's tough. I own too many RF lenses, so it's really tough.
Yeah.
But I will say that like the thing that I will never stop asking for from Canon is open up that lens mount.
Yeah.
Just open it up.
100%.
I don't think you need L mount if you open up your own lens mount.
Give me some Tamron. Give me some Sigma.
Give me that Sigma. But make it autofocus. You know what I mean? So yeah, y'all let us know what are y'all thoughts on the L mount if it's worth it. I gotta say, going into next week, I said it at the beginning of the show. I'm gonna say it right now. This could be my hot take for the day, but I think that next week is going to be a Royal Rumble of a week. If you love this stuff, you love gear, you love filmmaking, you love cameras and all the stuff that goes with it, keep your ear to the ground because this next week is going to be wild. And I think we're also going to have an amazing show next Friday because we're going to have so much to be able to talk about. What?
Dude. Dude, I cannot wait until Tuesday because Tuesday the C50 is dropping. We'll get to hear it. And oh my goodness, next Friday is going to be crazy. Hopefully next Friday will be crazy.
Hopefully we're happy with everything that comes out.
Hopefully we're happy.
I mean, either way, it's going to be fun. But yes, Kirk said next week is our Super Bowl. It's basically because the truth is like before IBC, like if somebody's going to release something after IBC, you got to imagine it's not something that they think is going to really change a whole lot. Mm-hmm. I would imagine like this is kind of like the culmination of our year. Mm-hmm. Our best cameras are going to come out by the end of next week or before IBC happens. Mm-hmm. So it's, I mean, and we're talking about camera bodies, but like let's not get it twisted. We could see lights.
Yes.
We could see new tripods. I mean, IBC is about as big as NAB, but it falls in the perfect time for pre-holiday purchases.
100%. Because even like you have pre-orders.
Right.
But even if you don't have pre-orders, if you're looking at what you're going to buy for the following year, mm-hmm. this is when you need to make decisions of what you're going to be spending money on.
Yeah.
And if you're a business, what you might need to spend some money on before the year's over.
Yeah. Also, I mean, Travis mentioned it as well, but like the Apple event is coming up as well. So there's going like we're getting into what they are. We're getting into what we're talking about when it comes to Techtober, I think is what they call it. Techtober. It is. Sorry, I'm reading the comments. I'm trying so hard. Listen, chat. Just pay very close attention to me. All right, I'm gonna give you a little bit without giving you anything.
Can I do the ASL translation?
I don't think so. What are you gonna do?
Oh, you talk. I'm gonna translate for you.
Okay. What are you gonna do?
I don't know. It depends on what you say.
Listen, chat. I read every message. Okay. Understand what I say and what I don't say. If you can read between the lines, you're good. If you can't, we're going to move forward. But I read every message, and sometimes I say what I say, and sometimes I don't. Moving on.
Have you seen the woman that she's at like a police thing and they're talking and she's like, oh, I'm an ASL translator, and she isn't? And she was faking.
No.
And then they straight like ripped her. Somebody in the community was like, what is she saying? That's what I felt like.
So
Terrell getting canceled over there.
Yeah. So I thought you were gonna go to the one that was doing sign language for like a
Like Cardi B?
Waka Flocka. Yeah. So yeah. So we're gonna so we're gonna move on. So Jarrell, I think
He said what he said.
I said what I said and I didn't what I didn't. So we're gonna move forward. I think it is time for us to get into our hot takes for the week.
Hot takes.
Hot takes. Y'all see the lights? Y'all see the lights? Y'all see the lights? Hey. Hey. Hot takes. Hot takes. Hot takes. All right, if you're new here and you haven't been around for a little while, we've been doing hot takes at the end of almost every single show. Here's the deal. You need to put hot takes dash or HT colon or something for us to know what your hot take is of the week. Now, the rules of hot takes. Your hot take can be about really anything. It can be based around the camera industry. It can be based around the show. It can be based around life. It's really up to you. It's your job to determine what your hot take is of the week, and then we will read it out loud, and we'll tell you what the hot takes are. I am ready to hop into the hot takes. Terrell, do you have a hot take this week?
Of course I do.
All right, what's your hot take this week?
I'm ready for the smoke. Guys, the R1 is significantly underrated. Guys, I'm being real with you. I took the R1 yesterday and I took photos and I took video of it with it. I don't want to just apply this to the R1. I want to apply this to any camera that you haven't personally touched. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, bro, until you put hands on it, it's really hard to know if it's got that sauce.
Yeah.
And she's saucy.
Yeah.
The R1 is saucy.
Can I give you a
Now,
hot take that's
it
like
should.
100% in line with that real quick?
It should at $6,500. So I'm not talking about cost, but the R1 is significantly underrated. Go for it.
I got a hot take that you're not going to like, and it's going to feel very
I'm good.
step backage, but I have secretly been feeling that way about the FX2. I don't know what it is, but something tells me that FX2 might be a little saucy.
Why would I be mad?
I'm not saying you'd be mad, but I just know that I haven't had great things to say about the FX2.
Yeah, for sure.
But and maybe it's because I feel like it has to. So like, don't be surprised in a little bit if I don't have an FX2 in my hand for a little bit. But when I look at the camera, when I started thinking about it, and then I was going through some of our old footage and trying to put like a little thing together. But I was looking at the FX2 and I remembered us being at Cine Gear and looking at it and seeing it on the screen. And I was like, it might have older sensors. It's got a lot of wobble, but if it's on a tripod and it's lit right, that image was looking good.
The actors, the fit,
The set design was
the
amazing.
set design, the lighting.
So,
it made the FX2 look incredible. So I'll agree with you. I remember looking into the FX2 for the first time on the Sony showroom floor and being like, this looks fire. It'll be interesting if we get one in.
So FX2 might be.
Does anybody in the chat have it?
Yeah, send it.
Does anybody have
Send it out.
Does anybody in the chat have it? Can you vouch? Can you co-sign for the FX2?
I would just like to see. I just want to see. They had to have done something different between the FX2 and the A7 IV. So I'm just excited to see what they did. Hot take from Colton. He says, next week, Blackmagic autofocus will be out of beta and release it to the Pixes, and it will be incredibly good. I have not done good due diligence in the Blackmagic news space this week.
Yeah.
Is this reported?
I haven't seen that. And so, Colton, if you know something, Or are you just saying?
Are we just talking, or did you see something?
I feel like they're on that Pixis schedule where they announce something incredible.
And then we wait.
2 years.
Well, the 12K is starting to get in people's hands.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm saying the autofocus.
No, but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If the 12K shows up in your hand, like you ordered it, because, they take forever to ship.
Mm-hmm.
So you ordered the 12K back at NAB. It's starting to show up in people's hands. And as soon as you get it, you get a update that gives you autofocus.
It'd be dope.
Could you sway next week if Blackmagic got face detect autofocus on the Pixis 12K? Could you sway the momentum of next week?
He's trying to get me to say salacious stuff.
I'm asking a question, dog. You don't have to answer it.
Fart.
Ain't nobody tell you
I had to. That was a throwback to the L Mount Alliance. I'm kidding. I kid. I will say, in a
this
real
man
way.
Get a few cannons around him, and it goes straight to his head. He said everything else is a fart in the wind. My God,
that was just a joke, boys. I know Blackmagic, y'all be coming after people.
Blackmagic, they are a mafia for sure.
It's a serious joke. I think that, bro, the best part about NAB, would you agree? Blackmagic's autofocus?
It was one of the most interesting. Yeah, top 5.
Oh my gosh.
Top 3, top 5.
What else do you remember about NAB that you were like, wow?
Yeah, I guess maybe, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, so I literally kid.
I mean, the 12K camera itself was wow.
Yeah.
But yeah, the autofocus. I guess because when we went the first time, I was like, wow. And then they put a different lens on it, and I was like, ugh. So I have like mixed feelings about it.
For sure. And I'm sure they're working that out.
I'm sure they better be.
That's why
they got to be doing
this
something.
long. You're taking this long.
All right, Shaquille, hot take. The C50 will have 32-bit float in the top handle. I did notice that. Like, so
don't do more.
There's no such thing as more.
You gonna mess around and have these Sony boys flipping.
I did notice that was something unique from the photo that we saw of the new teaser, is that it does say Canon on it, which Canon over the last few years, they have been thoroughly relying on Tascam to give them like some high quality audio stuff, but a lot of people have not just invested in the Tascam system, which I get it. It's foreign to a lot of people. Now, if they just literally took the Tascam system and said, all right, we're going to rebrand it and throw Canon at the front, that would be diabolical, but it would probably sell. So
yeah, for sure.
I would get it. Ron says, hot take, they're gonna steal the tariff money. Alan, hot take, C50 with 6K riggable?
Riggable D.
No, that's a smiley face.
Oh.
Okay, boomer. Hot take, Canon C50 will flop due to Canon cripple hammer. APS-C, in the chat, what will be the hammer? Because the hammer is not always the same.
Yeah.
So you got to say, like, because I can see people looking at it and going, oh, it doesn't have IBIS, cripple hammer. And I'm like, it's a cinema camera. It's not supposed to have IBIS. Calm down.
Yeah.
But I really want to know what you think will be the cripple. Because it will. I would be surprised. If it has IBIS, whatever. But if it doesn't have IBIS, that would feel more in line to me. Because the C50, the R5C didn't have IBIS. And people were not happy about that. I am one of those people that don't want IBIS in a cinema camera.
Yeah.
So I would love to hear what you consider to be a cripple hammer.
Yeah.
Hot take. Canon is the least desirable hybrid system due to the limited lens options. Is it a hot take if we've been talking about it for the last 30 minutes?
Tyler, is it a hot take when it's definitely not true? It is the most desirable hybrid system. Check the facts.
I think that makes it a hot take. Hot take. I said it last week, and I'm going to say it again because y'all just confirmed it for me. Everyone is being compared to the FX3/30 because they are the benchmark.
Agreed. The body.
The body.
The body.
Yeah. The body is the
body.
benchmark.
I mean, people have well blown past 4K. So,
hot take: NDAs are overrated. The way I have to now tell companies no,
yes.
y'all, because it ruins the show.
Yes.
Like, it ruins the show. Like, last year, I'll come out and say, I won't say what brand so that way I don't get sued. But last year I signed an NDA for a company, and then they kept me from talking for like 6 to 9 months.
Over nothing.
Over nothing, y'all. So, like, I'll be honest with y'all. I don't sign NDAs now unless the value is extremely high for like an immediate release or it's coming really soon.
Sometimes it feels like, I'll be careful here. Sometimes it feels like companies will put you under NDA just to keep you quiet.
Yes.
And not have nothing to talk about.
And to not be able to say jack squat. They're like, ooh, you're getting really close with your guests. You want to get under NDA? We got something cool we want to tell you. So if some of y'all out there are aspiring creators who hope to be able to work with these brands in the future, just because they're offering you an NDA, you need to ask, what are you getting in return for that NDA? I'm going to give you a little bit of YouTube game here for a second. Early on, companies will reach out and they'd be like, hey, we want to talk to you about what we're working on next. First you got to sign an NDA before we can even tell you anything. But then you sign the NDA and then you're like, okay, cool. And then they tell you some cool stuff and you're like, awesome. Are you going to let me get it first so I can make a video about it on embargo day? And they'd be like, oh, no, we just wanted you to know. So now you can't talk about it. So now, just know that just because a company reaches out to you, while yes, that could be really cool, not all NDAs are created equally. And you can ask for special stuff in return for those NDA signs, or you can ask to change the NDA. So if you guys are aspiring to do this, free game for you. Hot take: Canon is releasing 2 new cinema cameras next week.
Do you remember when we talked a couple weeks ago about them releasing a crop? And I said, I think they're doing a full frame. And you were like, nah. Bro,
if they drop 2,
don't let us get an FX3 and an FX30.
Bro, they get a C50 and a C30. That would be crazy.
Don't let us take over.
Hot take: red open gate format. All right, so just for clarity, all reds shoot open gate. The only difference is they don't shoot 3x2 because they don't have 3x2 sensors.
Yes, they have skinny.
They have 17x9 sensors.
Skinnies.
Open gate just means you're shooting full width of the actual sensor, and that's exactly what you're getting with every single red. But they don't have.
But we want the 3x2. I'm not saying we don't like. We enjoy the 3x2 on mirrorless cameras to get more of the height.
Now if Red were to do something crazy like tape the Raptor sensor and turn it sideways and put another one in there like Ari did with the LF, and you give us a 16K, first off, I can't afford it.
Double the price.
Yeah. Maybe not double, but definitely you got to pay twice for them sensors.
Well, you're not using the same processor.
That is true.
So, gosh.
Double. I'm not buying it. I'm happy with my Raptor, but I'm going to want to shoot it, though. I'll tell you that much. Hot take: don't buy anything without doing your own research. And if you're working for... Wait, I can't. And if it works for your use case, don't let others' opinions drive your decision. So freaking true.
Yes.
Don't just be watching a bunch of YouTube videos and then go buy something and then be like, well... Cam Mackey told me.
Mac, you might be sad you sold your Canon stuff.
Let's see. I'm trying to grab these super chats, or not super chats. I'm trying to find the hot takes. Hot take: Brandon killed it last week, but the show is just better when you're both here. Appreciate you guys. Kirk, I am in 100% agreement with you.
Dude,
doing the show by myself last week.
I wouldn't like to do it.
I was nervous. I was nervous right up until I got through the rap. And then I was like, okay, I think I can maybe do this. And then it was awesome people like Kirk and a few others y'all were basically the co-hosts last week. So I appreciate y'all stepping in for Jarrell. Hot take: Nikon's version of the FX30 will have red tech. Canon's won't. that matters. Now, Boris, I'm going to go with you here. I have always said that my dream camera would be a red in an FX3 body. Canon had an opportunity to buy red, and they did not. So you're right. The Canon won't have red tag. Nikon does have the potential of having red tag. I am still looking forward to see what gets done with it. Because red tag means a lot. To me, the most important thing out of red is our 3D RAW. I've never been shy about that.
Yeah.
So I am very interested to see what comes. Hot take. Canon needs a A7C-esque camera. These big back bodies aren't doing it for me for street stuff. I would like to see a A7. Before I would see an A7C, because I mean, to a lot of people, Logan, they would tell you go pick up the R8. The R8 is basically what you're asking for, small, crappy battery. But you know, I would personally though say I would like to see an AE1 or an RE1 retro style camera from Canon. Like, did you see that Nikon came out with a new colorway for the ZF?
Was it the silver one?
The silver one?
Yeah.
It looks so good.
I would be in agreement with Brandon. Give me a retro for the 50th anniversary.
Yeah.
Give me a retro. Give me the retro dials. Give me all of, like the ZF. Like all of the fun parts of today, all of the fun parts of yesterday.
Lex says, hot take, no release on any of the new cameras announced for a while as they wait for tariffs to get removed. You were wrong, my friend. We are definitely getting new cameras announced next week.
Well, and here's the deal, Lex, Tex, Rex. Here's the tough part. Holiday season would be a massive miss.
You're not going to, like, even if you do have to charge more, you're not letting a holiday season pass and you don't release something new.
You ain't losing millions.
Yeah, we're talking money, bro.
So
People
will say
spend during the holidays like they ain't broke.
I do think that some cameras have been significantly delayed. Like we haven't heard a ton about the R6 Mark III. We haven't heard a ton about the R7 Mark II. Like there's cameras, like even the A7 V. If we didn't have tariff stuff, would it have come earlier? Maybe. We don't know.
Yeah.
But they're playing chicken right now, like with the semi truck, and holiday season's coming, and I don't know if they can afford to jump out of the way.
No, I think
for Black Friday.
No, they're going to have to release something, and they're going to have to charge probably more than they really want to right now. But
or just eat it. Just eat it.
They could just eat it. We want them to just eat it. But I don't think that's going to happen. we gonna pay that price. Hot take. Be smart till 2026 to buy anything.
That's
not going to do that, though.
That's too reasonable, Dallas.
Yeah, you think we're intelligent.
Mac has the FX2.
Okay.
Do you?
Send it out.
Is it special? Is it special? Does it get that special sauce?
Kobe says, I still don't care about that. Oh my gosh.
How can some people be salacious like Cam and Kofi, who's like, man, I got invited, decided not to go though. And they still getting invited.
Because their thumbnails and titles are not as salacious as ours.
Yeah.
We have said that Canon has made the FX3 killer. This week, what did you put? Canon
Sony killer.
Sony killer.
The death of the organization.
The PlayStation is dead because of this one camera.
Yes.
So yeah, we ain't going nowhere. All right, I'm gonna blitz through these last ones because we're about to get ready to call it. But Canon has sales. Sony has the power. No one is trying to come for Canon.
Bray Gray, let's. They've been diminishing. They've been diminishing though.
They
like
have.
Sony's been diminishing for 2 years. By the end of this year, that power is diminishing. I'm not saying that they weren't strong in the YouTube space.
Yeah,
but they've been sleeping.
They're sleeping. It's a little slippery.
Slipping.
Hot take: C50 will outperform the FX3, but not the Komodo X. I agree. I think I agree with that.
Dude, that would be wild. Because we've heard, don't know if it's true, the C70 was the most selling cinema camera for Canon. Bro, if it's priced aggressively, how incredible would it be that it takes over the FX3 sales? I don't even know if we can compute if the C50 over its lifespan, if it becomes more important than the FX3. That'd be wild.
Yeah. Nika with the hot take. She says, biggest improvement to come from smarter in-camera software, AI focus, cleaning high ISO noise handling, and computational shooting modes rather than breakthroughs in sensor hardware. I agree with this. I mean, we kind of joke around that, like, a lot of these brands, one in particular, is reusing a lot of sensors. But if you are able to get more out of the sensor, like, I will give Lumix their praise again. Like, what Lumix taught me was that just because you're using the same sensor doesn't mean you're going to get the same output. So if these companies can figure out a way to get more out of the exact same sensors and we can see the difference, run it. I'm here for it. And honestly, the iPhone beats y'all a lot of time. So we definitely need that to get better. Hot take, everybody wasn't in the club getting tipsy.
Everybody in the club.
All right, let's go through them quickly. Hot take, the C50 cripple hammer will be the price. If it's under 4,000, I don't think that'll be a cripple hammer.
What's the top for you?
What should it be?
What's the top before you're like, ugh, no go?
41 with the handle.
You're saying if it's 45, you ain't buying.
It's real tough.
It is tough.
45 is real tough. That's a big.
It's close.
That's
It's close. 45 is probably my top.
45
Is my top.
45 with built-in NDs. I'm good.
Oh yeah, for
41, 40 no built-in NDs.
No built-in ND is 45.
No.
But that's hear me when I say this, Canon.
No.
If
Don't do
it's
that.
38,
If it's 38, it's
38.
an instant buy. It'll be a sister wife. I'll use
Dust 'em.
something else.
Dust them. But 45 is the absolute top, and God.
45 still sounds like a lot.
But think about it. The C70,
You can get a
bro.
C70 for 45 right now.
No, that's what I'm saying. The C70, like how much, well, outside of the sensor, because the sensor is goated forever, but outside of the sensor,
How much
you're
was the
getting
R5C Mark II?
everything. Right now, it's like 32.
The R5C, how much was that when it first came out?
Oh, I don't know when it came out.
Hot take, cripple hammer. It will be a mini HDMI, SD cards only, crop on crop. So I can already. I can't give away my source. One of those things that you asked for will not be there.
So APC photography. Here's the deal.
Two truths and a lie.
Here's the deal. It's not a cripple hammer with the SD cards. Like, would it be great to have CF Express Type B? Yes. But you should have owned a C70, and then you would have had V90 cards. So not a cripple camera.
Can't tell the man.
I will be sad.
Camera.
I will be sad. Not sad. But I will be somewhat like,
Our producer is back.
Nika super chatted $50. Great stream, guys.
Thank you,
Everyone
Nika.
have a great weekend.
Thank you so
You
much.
have a great weekend.
You have an even better weekend, Nika.
I am hoping that it's like a 1.1 crop. Not like a 1. Don't go 1.6. 1.6 is a lot. I will be a little bit sad. I don't think that's a cripple hammer thing, though. Guys, if we're talking about the body size of an FX3 and we're talking about 6K 60, guys, we got to be realistic. There has to be some heat dispensation. There's got to be some we got to be real. We ain't shooting. We can't be Black Magic.
Oh,
We can't be 12K.
Now that to me would be a cripple hammer. Let this camera show up.
We gonna
with
have
everything we want.
We gonna
and
have
it
fan for days.
overheats,
We gonna have fan for days,
bro.
It can't be cinema. You cannot put cinema on it and it be overheating. You can't. I've personally not had the C70 overheat on me.
Oh, it's because it's got a massive fan at the bottom.
Yes, that's the challenge.
Yeah.
Science.
Yeah. Dang. Ill said that the R5C was 42 to 45 when it dropped. So, okay. See? I don't want it there. Put it 38. Put it 38. No top handle.
Eat the tariffs.
43 with the top handle. I'm going to buy it with the top handle.
It better have a mic jack, though.
Oh, on the body?
Yes.
It's got to.
Yeah. Well, some cameras don't.
No.
Some cameras, you need the top handle for audio.
No.
Yeah. I don't remember. The chat will be able to. But there's a super popular camera out there that if you don't have the top handle, you don't have audio. I don't remember, but.
Because it don't exist. What camera?
It does. Somebody in the chat will tell us.
No. There's no way.
We got filmmakers
There
in the
is
chat.
no camera that has no internal audio.
Oh, boom. I knew it.
The FX6?
I knew it. I knew that there was a super popular camera. Don't do that, Canon. Don't do it.
Wait, the FX6 has no mic jack on the camera at all?
No audio without the top handle.
Oh.
Canon, do not do that.
Don't steal all of Sony's homework.
Could you imagine if they're like, the top handle's extra, but you don't get no audio unless you buy it? It would be diabolical.
That would be the ultimate Canon cripple hammer.
That would be.
That's
Thank you for helping us expose the absolute cripple hammer.
I would redact this whole episode. If this camera comes out, I'll say it right now. If the C50 comes out and it doesn't have a mic jack on the body, you have to use the top handle for audio, redacting the whole episode.
Canon does not do Sony moves, so we're good.
What are you talking about? Have you seen the look of the C50? That's literally a Sony move. That's a straight up FX3.
No, this is Canon intelligence. It's different.
Okay.
It's different.
Oh, you're wild. Oh, my gosh. Well, guys, thank y'all so much for rocking with us this week. This has been a extremely fun episode. Y'all made the inaugural episode in the new office space so much fun. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the new setup. We got a lot more planned. These chairs can move. There's so much more space in here. We plan on it getting crazy. The 100th episode is just a few episodes away. So make sure y'all hit that like button. Because if you hear this long, you might as well hit that like button. I would hate for Jarrell to have to call you a trash can person. So make sure you hit that like button. Also, hit that subscribe button because we have a lot of bonus streams that are going to be coming out now that we're finally moved in and the new space is all put together. And then, of course, next week, we're going to try to get some bonus streams in with the additional releases. So if you guys want to hear our thoughts ahead of Friday's episode, you're definitely going to want to hit that like button because timing is going to be a little sporadic with these bonus episodes because we got to figure out exactly when Canon's going to drop on the 9th. We got to figure out what other cameras are actually going to drop next on this week. But I got a feeling it's going to be a lot. Read between the lines. All right, guys. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with us this week. Jarrell, in the new space, first episode. Any final words for the people?
Go and shoot something.
That's better than what I thought you were going to say.
We will.
I thought you were going to say go
We
shoot
the best
Ken.
music.
Oh, thank y'all so much for rocking out with us. Hit that like button and we'll catch you guys in the next one. See y'all next week. Peace out, y'all.